For this podcast, I'm looking at two different interpretations of Acts 10. One comes from Dr. Sloan's Lecture 12, and the other comes from John Polhill's reading on Acts 10. Both agree that this chapter is a major turning point because the gospel is clearly opening up to Gentiles. Where they differ is on what Peter's vision of the animals actually means. Acts 10 begins with Cornelius, a Roman centurion and a Gentile. Being from a military background myself, that part caught my attention right away. Cornelius is described as someone who feared God, prayed regularly, and helped people in need. God tells him to send for Peter. And about that same time, Peter has this vision where a sheet comes down from heaven filled with different animals. He is told to kill and eat, but refuses because he said he has never eaten anything common or unclean. Then he is told not to call unclean what God has made clean. This is where Dr. Sloan and Polhill understand the vision a little bit differently. Dr. Sloan's interpretation focuses mainly on people. The vision uses clean and unclean animals, but the real lesson Peter is being taught is that he should no longer look at Gentiles as people who are outside of God's plan. The strongest reason I see this is Acts 10:28. When Peter explains what God showed him, he says that he should not call any person common or unclean. He does not explain the vision by talking about what food he can eat. He applies it directly to people. That also connects what we read and engage in the Christian scriptures, pages 194 through 205. Cornelius becomes a believer in a major turning point because the gospel is moving beyond the Jewish community. The Bible Project overviews of Acts makes the same larger point. The gospel keeps moving outward to new groups of people, and the Holy Spirit keeps pushing the church beyond the boundaries it is used to. Polhill agrees that Gentiles are the main issue, but he sees food laws as part of the change too. Basically, Polhill sees two issues as connected. Jewish food laws made it difficult for Jewish believers to share meals or have normal fellowship with Gentiles. If those food barriers were removed, it became much easier for Jewish and Gentile Christians to actually live and worship together as one community. I can see why Polhill interpreted it that way. The vision is clear about animals, so I don't think that food should just be ignored. His argument makes sense because food laws really did affect how Jews and Gentiles interacted with each other.